Hi everyone, so in previous videos I talked about RNA and DNA and mentioned coronavirus, single-strand RNA, and I mentioned the avocado RNA loop that is very small and a strange hammerhead shaped structure it forms during its replication. I mentioned this thing, okay, kind of a hammerhead shaped kind of thing it formed. But some people I think have found this a bit confusing. You get the bases, complementary bases joining up to form these stem loop structures, okay? And you get loops. You get loops here, and you get stems. So you get A, U, G, C, C, G, and then you might get U, A, G, G, C, okay? So these are not complementary, they don't bind, but these do bond together. So you get these strange loops forming. You also get in DNA, in a lot of gene expression, you get loops forming, okay? So you might get T, A, G, A, T, C, okay? And around there you might get C, A, okay? So you get the complementary bases form a stem and you get a loop like this forming, okay? So you get bases that don't pair up and these bases do pair up, okay? This is part of tryptophan gene. It's actually mentioned in high-grade syllabus, but tryptophan gene expression. But then you get protein DNA can form loops, okay? You can form loops like this where you get lots of proteins coming in and they make the DNA form loops and you get genes expressed, okay? You also get in tobacco mosaic virus, you get this strange structure forming, which is rather, it looks complicated, but it's just one long strand of RNA that's joined together by, again, complementary bases, okay? Like that, and you might get G, C, U, U, A, okay? So you get bases around the loop and then stem forming where you get complementary bases coming together, so you get the structure of this RNA. It's a way of condensing it into the virus, okay? But you also get transport RNA that A-level and advanced students would meet is a bit like this. It's a structure like this, okay? This is transport RNA, okay? So you get, again, complementary bases coming in like this, okay? And you get these loops, okay? Loops and stems with sort of A, U, G, and U, A, C, okay? And you might get A, U, U, G, 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 C, okay? So you get loops where there's not pairing and then base pairing, okay? And you get the amino acid here, okay? So this is Transport Rna, okay? But it gets even more exciting than this. There's also things called, when virus infects your cell, it uses the machinery of your cell, protein making machinery called ribosomes. And they're made of RNAs and proteins. And one of the RNAs is actually this thing, which I will tilt the camera up, zoom in, to show you, okay? So this is a RNA in humans, okay? It's part of the protein making machinery. So you get all these stems and loops, you see? You get loops and stems. It's one long piece of RNA, okay, joined together by lots of bases, base pairing up, okay? The colors are artificial, that's just to make it clear, but it's actually a single, it's a single sort of loop of RNA, that's single strand that's been joined together, okay? So it's got all these stems and loops, okay? This is part of, so coronavirus would use this to basically make copies of itself, okay? This is part of the ribosome, which high grade and advanced science students and Nat5 students and GCSE students will have heard of. And then you get another kind of RNA, again, which there's another thing called catalytic RNA, which is called ribosomes, where you get these are kind of like enzymes. You get an RNA here with again stems and loops, and it actually reacts on a messenger RNA and breaks it up. So this is kind of what you call RNA enzymes. But they got these stems and loops in. Okay, it kind of makes a machine that can chop RNA up into pieces. Okay, like that. Okay, so it chops it up into pieces. Okay, hope you find that as interesting and exciting as me. Anyway, I hope that helps you understand RNA structures. RNA is a whole world. You got micro-RNA, tiny RNAs that are viruses, and you got these huge RNAs like that thing, which are involved with making out proteins, and viruses use it, and coronavirus uses another virus use that when we get infected. And then you got all these other kind of viruses, Transport Rnas and loops and stems and strange shapes. Okay? Good night. Please like, subscribe, comment, and help me get up to 50 subscribers and press the bell. Cheers.